Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Sauce. College football Saturday videos continue. Got an interesting one here. Arkansas BYU. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, Arkansas on the road here at BYU. This line opened up with Brigham Young laying 3 points. 81% of the money is on Arkansas, though, so the public heavy on the Hogs. Yo, check out the crazy line movement in this one. So they announced that KJ Jefferson, quarterback for Arkansas, is probably going to play. Line jumps from BYU -3 to BYU +1.5. But then the books continue to move it down, so now we're back to BYU -1 as of Friday night. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be BYU -11. So a full 10-point lean on the Cougars. All right, let's break the matchup down. And this Arkansas team, a bit of a roller coaster here. They start off with 3 wins and then take 3 straight losses. Now, to be fair, they were against Alabama, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, but that's the price you play for playing in the SEC, man. And things don't really get better for Arkansas here. Yes, they get a non-conference game. They get a break from the SEC, but they go on the road to play a really tough BYU team, a team who's also coming off a really ugly loss to Notre Dame. So how do these teams match up together? All right, so I think there's 2 major mismatches in this game. Mismatch number 1. The Arkansas rushing attack against the BYU run defense. You already know what it is with Arkansas. Do I really need to go through this offense? I mean, KJ Jefferson, 6'3", 245 pounds. He can run the ball. He's been compared to Cam Newton a lot. He's also got 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception through the air, over 300 yards rushing. And Raheem Sanders, they call him Rocket, even though he runs like a bowling ball, not like a rocket. This dude's a tank. He leads the SEC in rushing and also has 5 rushing touchdowns himself. So that's mismatch number 1. Arkansas's 2-headed dynamic rushing attack against BYU's rushing defense. BYU sitting at just 51st in DFEI, and the run defense 72nd in opponent's yards per carry. So the run defense is the weakness of the BYU defense. Before I get to mismatch 2, there's one more thing I want to add about the Arkansas offense. Check this out. This was cool. So they're 25th in total offense, right? They average 463 yards a game. They're 25th in the country in that. But they're 75th in scoring, averaging just 29.5 points a game. How is that possible? Simple. Arkansas has been terrible in the red zone. They're just 112th in red zone scoring efficiency. So yeah, this Arkansas team's racking up stats, running the ball up and down the field, but they're not finishing drives at an efficient rate. That's a huge piece of information to know when you're capping this game. Now let's move on to mismatch number 2, which is Jaren Hall and the BYU passing attack against this dreadful, and I mean dreadful, Arkansas secondary. So BYU's offense is 17th in OFEI, sitting pretty, but look at Jaren Hall's numbers here. 68.6% completions, 260 yards per game passing, 14 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions. And it's not like he's putting up these numbers against a cookie-cutter schedule either. He was good in the Oregon game. They lost that one, but he was good in the Baylor game. They beat Baylor. In fact, his only bad game on the season was last week against Notre Dame in the Shamrock Series. So let me get this straight. You got Jaren Hall coming off by far the worst game of his season up to this point, going up against an absolutely horrible Arkansas pass defense, one of the worst pass defenses of any Power 5 school. I mean, let's read off some of these Arkansas defensive numbers. They're terrible. 113th, allowing 32 points a game. 123rd, allowing 450 yards a game. They're also 123rd, allowing 6.5 yards per play. Oh, here's a good one. The Hogs are allowing 16.8 yards per completion. 16.8 yards per completion. That's the worst of any Power 5 school. So yeah, Arkansas may be able to establish the run here. They probably will have some success running the ball, but A, they haven't been able to finish drives, and B, Jaren Hall's gonna light this team up through the air. Add on the fact that BYU's coming off an ugly loss and KJ Jefferson's health is in question. I can't back Arkansas here. I'm on BYU. Give me BYU as a pick'em -1, whatever you can get it at. I like BYU to win this football game. If anything changes with that pick, I'll let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow if you're interested. Also, if you want the final Saturday tickets that I do, bet of the day, underdogs of the day, top 7 bets, parlays of the day, that kind of stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. College football week 7, we're almost plus 13 units on the season up to this point. College football has been good to us. Let's keep that rolling. I'll talk to you on Twitter.